This is DG Vision Network.
Number one is the Bible. The Bible is the book of all books, all knowledge. The Bible, which is the Word of God, is light. That's why he said, thy word is a light unto my feet, a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. So the Word of God, for in any situation, in any success, pick the Word of God. Because in Joshua 1, he said, if thou shalt diligently hearken to the word, voice of the Lord thy God, and observe to do according to all that I have stated this day, then shall you have success. In other words, I'm just paraphrasing. In other words, that if you are able to take the word of God, then you can prosper and also have success. And that is in Joshua chapter 1, verse 8. Thou shalt then in Deuteronomy also 28, verse 1, I say, if thou shalt hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, and observe to do according to all that I command this day. Now, Joshua 1:8 says, this book of the law shall not depart from thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate in it day and night, for therein shall you have good success, and then also progress. Then the other one, Deuteronomy 28:1 says, if thou shalt hearken diligently to the voice of the Lord thy God, and observe to do according to all that I have commanded this day, then shall he lift you above all nations. So the lifting of God also comes from obedience to his word and his voice. Then of course, looking at other one other book that is very important for anyone that wants to succeed in life is a book on emotional intelligence. Every man needs emotional intelligence in life to succeed. The difference between people that succeed in organizations, especially people that work in a team, and those that fail, has to do with emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is critical for success for every man that wants to succeed in life, because that is what the interaction that you have with different kinds of people. You'll be guided by emotional intelligence to determine how. That's what would enable you to work with people. That's what will enable people to open up to you. That's what will enable you to get information that you need, even on your assignment. Even as a boss, you need emotional intelligence. You're relating with your colleagues and also relating with your subordinates. Then, of course, there's this book that's called the 80-20 Principle. It says the secret to achieving more with less. The 80-20 principle is that, look, let me give you an example. An organization, for instance, just 20% of the people are contributing to the success of the organization out of 100. So that's just the simplest way of to say it. That 20%, the success of an organization will depend on just 20% of the people. So, in other words, that you can actually achieve more with less. So if you're able to identify that 20%, all right, then you find out that a whole lot of people actually are not adding value to the organization. So every manager needs to understand the 80-20 principle. And of course, I already talked about emotional intelligence. The area of for anyone that is in the area of startup, there's this book that's called 0 to 1. Anyone that wants to look at innovation, it's talking about innovation and creativity in Israel. How the country has been able to urbanize the population into an innovative machine. With all kinds of innovation that you see coming from there. For instance, Israel, today is one of the countries where the COVID-19 they're able to develop the vaccine and things like that, and I think they have achieved high success in terms of COVID-19 has really drastically reduced, to the point where I think almost everyone there has had a shot on the vaccine. So, 0 to 1, that's the book that's called 0 to 1.
This is DG Vision Network.